there, my name is Dr. Marissa May. In this video, we'll be factoring by the greatest common factor. Let's look at the first problem here, problem A. And I'm asking myself, what's the biggest number that will divide into negative 32 and 24? So I'm thinking 2 and I'm thinking 4, but the biggest one would be 8. And since there's a negative in this first term, I'm going to use negative 8 as part of my greatest common factor. Then look at the variables. A to the second and an A have an A in common. So I'm going to put this as my greatest common factor. I'm going to put it outside of a parentheses, and then I'm going to fill the parentheses by whatever I get when I take the terms and I divide by the greatest common factor. So I'm going to take the two terms in the problem and I'm going to divide by that greatest common factor. Let's simplify. Still have this negative 8a in front. Negative 32 divided by negative 8 gives me positive 4. A to the second divided by a gives me an a. Okay. Plus 24 divided by negative 8 gives me negative 3. And the a's cancel. So now I have factored it by my greatest common factor. Let's look at problem B. What's that biggest number that's going to divide into negative 25 and 30? Well, that one's pretty easy to see, negative 5, right? Remember, when we see a leading negative, we tend to have our greatest common factor take a negative. Now look at the variables. What do they have in common? They have an x and they have a y. So now we'll open a parentheses and we fill the parentheses with whatever we get when we divide by the greatest common factor. And we do that for both terms. So you'll notice that I'm dividing both of them by that greatest common factor. Let's see what we get. We still have the negative 5xy out in front. Negative 25 divided by 5 gives me positive 5. X's cancel, and I'm left with just a y. Plus 30 divided by negative 5 gives me negative 6. Now I have x squared divided by x is x, and the y's cancel. And this is how I factor with my greatest common factor. Don't forget, divide each of the terms by that greatest common factor to see what you get on the inside of the parentheses. All right, friends, have a great day.